Good evening, everybody. It's evening here in South Africa. Hello, wherever you are. Um, I am back for a second week of trying to get back into a regular schedule. Apologies for being a couple of minutes late. I was just shoving some dinner in my face. Um, right. So last time we were doing lots of C++ stuff, and oh, golly gosh. Let's try that again. Good evening. See, I'm not back in practice yet. Sorry for being a bit late. Sorry for the first couple of minutes of no audio. That's because I had the microphone muted and did not realize that it was muted. No, the microphone wasn't muted. I'm not even doing the right thing. That's the desktop audio that's muted. So let me turn the desktop audio off again. So here we go. Let's carry on. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining me. If you are joining me or watching this later, thanks for watching. So last time we were doing C++ stuff, we're still working on Unreal, still trying to kind of implement some of Lyra's systems using the experience and pawn extension components and hero components and all those other fun things. During the course of the week that's gone by, I have refined a few things. I've tried a few more things. Things are still not quite working the way that I would like them to work. Actually, no, they're still not quite working. So we're going to carry on working on some of those things this evening. I have also been plugging in a couple of, I call them more ideas that I was kind of brainstorming with Claude. So full disclosure, I do use Claude quite a bit, and it's probably part of the reason why I'm having a lot of rehashing and reworking some of the pieces of this code, because quite a bit of this code was initially generated by Claude in conjunction with, looking at Lyra. And so now I'm kind of just going through everything and tidying it up and typing it up. It does seem like Claude likes to hallucinate quite a bit. I can also see that my background clipping software is working really weirdly. So I want to fiddle with that a bit. Hopefully I don't break too many things. Let's see if I can fiddle with this filter a little bit. Some of that down, some of that down. I don't know what this does. Okay. Let's see. It still looks pretty rotten. I'm still cutting out a lot of my face. Also because I don't know which cameras on. That camera's on. That camera's on. Okay. Right. So a little bit of game industry news. I think it's still fairly quiet. Big things is, the mixed reception on AC Shadows. I think it's still been a little bit of a weird game. So I think it's important for Ubisoft that it lands. I'm not sure that it's going to land on day one. I myself have always been a big fan of the Assassin's Creed franchise. I haven't played all of the games. I think I own almost all of the games in the franchise. So you kind of just end up getting the next game as it comes out with the intent of eventually catching up to all of them. I think I'm on like AC3 or something because I started playing them from the beginning and I've tried to finish each one before starting the next one. So I think there's a mixed expectation for Assassin's Creed. BioWare, people will have known they've been restructuring their studio, euphemistically saying, that they have, that some people have left. And I think what they actually mean is that they've laid off a number of people. They've tried to place as many as they can within EA's other studios, but I don't know that people are necessarily hiring wildly in the industry at the moment. So, let's see where that goes for them. Veilguard was also very mixed in its reception. So hopefully Mass Effect 5 does better. Andromeda was not as well received as the first three in the series. Maybe I'm a less discerning player because I quite enjoyed Andromeda. I didn't think it was terrible. Hopefully that doesn't translate into the game that I'm playing, making. Anyway, all right. So let's carry on with some C++. Since everything else is boring. Hopefully my uh, stream isn't empty. I wonder. I'm just gonna check. After let's take a look at that. Yep. Okay, so that is running. It's just flipping weirdly. Okay. So let's carry on with some C++. Right now I am dealing with a couple of linker errors because I pasted in a couple of classes that aren't fully implemented. So, let's take a look at that. Okay, that does not look like that camera is actually working, which will be annoying. Let me take a bit of a look at the camera. I apologize, everything is still a little bit gimmick card. Yeah, that camera is not working right. I can hear myself in the background, so I'm going to try and fix this camera quickly. It's just Discord. I'm supposed to do that one. No, it's just not working. Let's try a different camera. No, that one never wants to work. Let's try that one. Well, that one is working, but it is, I'm not in frame. Let's try and get a bit in frame. No, that's very, very garbagey. That one now looks like it's now working. Okay, so change the cameras around a little bit and then eventually one of them will work. All right, so you can see lots of red squigglies down there. So where we're going to go and take a quick look is at these interaction manager. So created that here. That one. Let's generate a definition. And this one is not causing a linker error. It's not implemented, but it's not causing a linker error. That's interesting. I wonder if it's the virtual specifier that's causing that. Let's take a look at that. Charm ability, that's under abilities. Guessing upgradability. Yes, it is indeed upgradability that is the one that it's complaining about. So we'll just implement it. Most of these things are not going to survive in their current form. But I just wanted to kind of get the basics of them added, and so they're in source control, and there's some level of there's sort of some level of record of it, because otherwise those chats become way too long and very messy and everything else. So let's see if we can get a build. We're not really referencing those classes. That should hopefully not cause us too much pain. Okay, so there we go. We have a complete clean compile again. And what I am going to try and get to the bottom of is whether or not the pawn extension component is correctly being added, where it's being added, because it looks like it's being added 3 times. It's definitely calling its registration 3 times. And so if it's calling its registration 3 times, it might be getting kind of created in 3 different ways in 3 different places. So we want to get some handle on what's going on with that component. So we're going to go to this pawn extension component. And, I want to just see where it's being referenced. That. So for that, I use Shift F12, which is a Visual Studio shortcut. And you can see that it gets created. It's created in character base, and when it gets checked in for an extension component, see the hero component. Okay. So alright, so that one does that. And it does that. So where did we add that code? That checks, it's in its on register. Okay, so press C in its on register. So that's interesting. In the pawn, it's hitting on register and it's saying that there's more than one, or there's more than one. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's three. It just hits it more than once. What is that? That is integer shell. Size type. Okay. Use that size. Ooh, that. What we can do, because basically what I'm trying to do is I just want to actually see how many there are. I don't know why that would help, but maybe it will. There are percentage D. I'm going to go. So that will help for this. So from now, I'm just going to run it without debugging, because otherwise it crashes the editor and it's boring. I just want to kind of see that. But it's interesting. It's created in the base class. So C++'s initialization cycle still confuses me a little bit. I've been doing C# for so long. It confuses me at times. But there seems to be only one place where it actually gets created, and yet it exists in multiple places, or it exists multiple times. So that's a little bit strange. Let's see. Unless there are blueprint things that's created as well. Okay, let's just that. Hello. We're not going to be too worried about the the engine is still loading. It's taking a sweet time to load. There we go. Let's see. Okay, so the pawn extension component is added. It's inherited from the character base. Interesting. Okay. Oh, of course. Yeah, the camera is added in C++ as well. And so its positioning is still a little bit wonky, but I'll fix that when we actually get to that. Let's take a quick look here. You can see all the fun red text, right? That's the insure failing. That's not the insure failing. What is failing? Core extension component. Yeah, that says there are two. No, it says two. Here it's two. And here it's two. So why are there two? That doesn't make any sense. Right? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. So that isn't, yeah. Okay. I was still, all right. So let's go take a look here. In this area, we are saying there we're creating it. But why does it find it twice? Well, there it is. We've got a combat component. Startup inside. Yeah, there's no reason that it should exist. Why? We don't anything done. No, no. It's not creating another one. Yeah. Huh. That is so very weird. Oh, yes, we are going to debug it. Yeah, so we're going to try and debug it and see if we can track through the stack trace of where it's creating two of them. Yeah, that is very, very strange. Yeah, so that's once. That's coming from create default scene object. Um, on the character base. So this is correct. It should be doing that on the character base. And I wonder if we can see who its owner. Let's go see. Oh, and there it comes in again. Okay, that's just odd behavior where it sometimes hits the breakpoint. multiple times because there it's hit the breakpoint again. That's over it. And again, together. Why is it feeling like that's the fourth time that it's hit that same break? And again, no, that's you calling your parent, which makes sense. Yeah. Or a combat component? No, combat component. Yeah, that was strange, don't you think? But now it doesn't look like. No, it doesn't look like it's even hit beyond register. So why would it not have hit beyond register? Uh, doesn't actually run these components, so doesn't run them at the moment. They're not switched on. So if I change this to that, change this to that. Okay, there we go. All right. Well, keeps on referencing the player combat component, which is interesting. I don't know if it's the function. And install. No red text that I can see. Oh, um, okay. Let's see. It's probably going to crash out when I was trying to run it. Oh, it doesn't even get that far. Okay. So let's see, where did it crash? Wow. Here's our stack trace. Huh. This is exciting, don't you think? Watching my shit crash like this. Okay, so why did we not even, and where is the stack trace? Right here, this is right here, and it falls over. Alright, here we go. Yeah, hang on, I think I know. I think I know. Oh, that's dumb. I think I know where the problem is. It's just, um, boom. Ah, could be that, but that feels quite late in the initialization stage. Let's see if we even get to here at all. Okay, let's just get past all of these. I'm still interested to know why the initializer says combat component. So let's go take a look at that some more. But I mean, we're not even getting into that piece. Um, oh, I didn't say it. Okay. Right, so we wanted to change that. Um, okay. Yes, happy with that. Let's stay with that. And then let's just go find that blueprint quickly. Oh, look at that. When it opens, even opens the blueprint is when it already hits that error. So, oh, that is very interesting. Yeah, that is very interesting. Okay, so let's take a look and see if we can see something that indicates to us why there are more than one. Okay. Uh, the owner is the player character, of both instances. Uh, state, pawn data, so the pawn data is null, that's a problem. Whether the system component is null. Things, oh, that's interesting. I'm asking it for the extension component, but it's actually finding both the extension and the combat component. So I wonder if this static class is not giving us garbage results. So let's try that. Let's force it to this particular type. I think you can even say, I'm pretty sure you can say this. Well, see, and it says it's not needed. And if we make it that, it also shows up as that it's seemingly not needed. Oh, no. The active component and the pawn, this get components, there's get components, allocated type component, the subclass of component class. Hmm. So what seems to be happening is, even though in this says it's a redundant qualifier, as well as putting that on there is considered a redundant qualifier. So it's a redundant qualifier, so we can remove the redundant qualifier. But let's just test that. Let's test that here. Let's see whether it is in fact a redundant qualifier. I actually have a theory, we'll test this. We'll test my next theory if this turns out to be not what we think it is. Okay, let's see. Uh, all right, here we go. On register. Component. Okay, so it finds the two, and one is the extension component and one is the combat component. And at this point, we're going to get the ensure error. So let's close it down. So I'm wondering, I'll try and do this. Whether it'll work. Okay. Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, that's a bit early. Let's see. Corn, components, corn extensions. Oh, it's still bringing back two. Well, that doesn't make any sense at all. How can it bring back two if they are not actually of the... Yeah, that makes no sense. That literally makes no sense. I mean, they're not even the same types. That's very dodgy. Okay. So what I thought it might happen here is because this is a template function. However, you can see that it's got like an allocator type and a component type. The T array component type star allocator type out components, T subclass of component class. So the component class needs to be a U active component, T subclass of U active component, which this is a subclass of U active component. However, what you would think would happen, right, is that your component class would in fact indicate to it what component type to receive, and yet it always brings back both of the actual components associated to the player. And I would bet that if I put a hero component on here as well, then that too would be brought back by this method call. So I'm thinking that maybe we need to maybe that literally makes no sense. That literally makes no sense. Okay, I'm gonna comment this out because otherwise, I mean, we're just going to go around in circles on this. Um, yeah, so we are returning the combat form extension component from the which is weird. Okay. So we're going to comment this piece out because it actually is behaving in an extremely abnormal way. And then let's see what it does from there. Because the last time we crashed quite spectacularly. So remember the reason for that. I better not forget to fix that. And this time I'll bring the editor window into the screen because I was working on my other monitor. And I realized that you can't see everything that I see with my eyes. I'm not sure if that would be a good or a bad thing, that you could project what you see instead of projecting the screen. But anyway, let me bring this onto Sunday. Where did it go? Oh, you know why? It's okay. There we go. So now we need to go to our blueprint. Oops. I think this is okay. Let's just check it. Gonna skip over that. It's gonna register the next feature. Oops. Okay. Okay. All right. There's our blueprint character. Blueprint. And then in here, I just want to collapse some of these things. She could do that a bit better. Okay, the startup data is set. Don't really need that. That's actually need to do something. Okay. So what does my brain tell me? Let's see what happens if we try and play it. See if it still crashes so spectacularly. It's still a fairly spectacular crash. Let's see, where is it crashing? Blueprint, reference controller base, slot base, the stuff icon, S overlay, slot base, shared pointer. Wow. So it's literally like it never even gets out of the engine loops, like slot, destruct item, slot, overlay. This is probably the loading screen, but it's just very weird. Compound widget, overlay, destruct item. And what do we got? Oh, version fantasy. Are you sure? I don't know if that's true. Let's see if it'll run. I don't think. Yeah, I know it's broken. That's an access violation. Okay. Something is not set up. I'm gonna have to fiddle with that a little bit. What's that? So, because it's not even getting into any of the player stage things. It's breaking very, very early. So let's see if it gets to the game mode even. Which game mode is game instances before or after game mode? No, I can't remember. Okay, let's go take a look at net. Uh, Stop there. Let's go to game mode. Uh, okay. Mm. Cool. Right. Well, now we're going to hit these things, even though we're in editor. Um, I'm wondering if it's not actually that game mode. Yes. Wow, this is, I don't think this game mode is set up to be used actually, so let's go with that. And now let's see. Let's bring this in here. All right, let's see. Uh, game instance. If it's the game instance, um, let's see. Yep, it's all the way through the game instance. Okay, we are through the game mode base. Okay, so that game mode should not be used for anything. I must see if I can prevent it from being set up. This is normally where things start going a little awry. So it usually fails here. See, okay, this is I'll try changing its state. Okay, all right, we've got that far. Yeah, so there's where it fails. Seems to kind of continue, but I'm not sure if it's actually carrying on. Let's see what I can see. Wow, we're back in here. Yeah, okay. I'm, I'm thinking that that, that I am, uh, doing something really stupid. Okay, that looks okay. The color, 2550, Okay, so the color looks fine. Um, okay, so here, got a quick warning. Hmm. Oh. Okay. All right. I see it. I see it. It took me a minute or several minutes to see it. It actually crashes very quickly and if you've ever had one of these, oh, that's funny. Okay. So for some reason, we are not getting out of this loop. So we're going, uh, Euro component, check default initialization, which then says continue in a state chain with the state chain. And let's go take a look. Da, 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 da. Um, and I feel like there should be more on the state chain, right? Why am I feeling like there's more? Okay, well, anyway, that's all that's been defined, so maybe that's all that there should be, I'm sure. Um, and then it goes there, then it goes can change in its state, and it comes and crashes there. So we need to go further back, there, handle pawn, continue in its handle, change in its state. That's in our pawn extension. All right, so the pawn extension goes extensively wild, trying to check whether it can change state for an extensively long period of time. So let's see. All right, so it comes in here. It says character base possessed by. Then that says handle controller changed. And in handle controller changed, it says check default initialization. Is that overridden? I don't think it's overridden. Oh, it is overridden. And we set our state chain, and then we continue in its state chain, which uh, is not overridden. Okay, so that takes us into the gameplay framework, which then brings us to yes, which then takes us there. That's good. And then we come into handle change in its state. And it says state is initialized and gameplay is ready. Oh, the desired state is gameplay ready. All right, so it goes handle change in state. And then handle form data initialize. Yes, which then just pushes it back. That we can go back into that, which is that, then that's that, then here we go. And it keeps the desired state the same. So it comes, Okay, so I think what is happening is it's going through the initialization states and then um, not actually setting that the state has been reached, right? So although what's interesting is that this state seems to change, or it never hits this state. Like the desired state is never the desired state is here, right? So what does this do? Restart debug. Okay. Okay, let's try that again. And oh, that was interesting. That was different. Um, my audio still working. Yes, my audio still working. Okay. So I think what's happening is it's not changing the desired state. So even though it's going through that handle state change method, that handle state change method never actually says, well, I'm done. You can now move on to the next state. So let's check that out. And then that causes oh, why are we here? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Let's try that again. I don't know why we came here. Oh, wait, I think I know why. I think I know why. Okay. Sorry about that. That's me being a dummy. Uh, if nothing else, C++ has sure been humbling. Okay, come baby, let's go. I used to hate it when people did this when they were doing presentations and they'd move their mouse around and I'd be twitchy as all hell and want to grab their hand. But let me stop doing that. Okay, so here is what the previous crash was about. Let me just move over this piece and show you. So I've got this BP game mode base, which I need to sort of tell this window should never be used, because it causes that crash. I think it's because it's abstract. It doesn't have full implementation of everything. Right. Let's see. Run it. Okay. I am hitting this piece. Do I care? I'll leave it for now. Okay. And so we're setting the load state. That's all good. And we restart the plan. Okay. So now, we are setting the spawn. Then we try and change init state. I think this was confusing me previously. So, okay. Try change init state. Let's see what does it do when it gets there. Get init state feature can change to false. Okay, so what is our desired state? Desired state here is none. All right, so I think no, I'm going to leave that there, but I'm going to actually walk through this. Okay, so yes, it's not hitting this try change in that state when it should be. I don't think. Image state, current state. Okay, current state is none. Desired state is still saying it's none, but it can't be none because it got called with this state. So why does this say it's none? Let's just go up the stack frame for a second. Sorry, I just want to see why it's the liar. So I feel like it's a liar. Okay, so it's saying try to change to spawn. But that's a bit early, right? Yeah, that feels a bit early. Okay, let's carry on, because, yeah, I need to change this. Okay, that's all right. And it'll change in its state. Current state, none, manager, internal flag, desired stage, spawn. Okay, so we want to try and change to spawned. Um, and manager, blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right. And then we go check default initialization. Okay. Check default initialization just does that. Continue in that state chain. Okay, spawned is the first step. All right, then we're going to try and go to data available on the state chain, right? Right. Okay, let's run it. Okay, now we're in here, and who called this? Uh, making friends spawn extension component. Hmm. That doesn't make a lot of sense, right? It's the pawn extension component. Yeah, that also feels a little bit, something doesn't quite feel right with that either. If we're going to ignore that for a second, let's just go check out this, if we go like that, and go like that. So this is the player character that we're trying to spawn, and this is a player combat component. That is very, very bizarre. Really, really bizarre. Okay. Good. Try to mistake. So we're doing that again. Okay. Now we're being possessed. We're getting a new controller, and we're going to go to add pawn. Okay, so we are, current state is data available. Desired state is data initialized. Um, okay, let's see. Um, yeah, that's the hero component. That makes sense. Yeah, that's on the hero component. All right, now we're saying pawn data is initialized. And that literally says check default initialization. And then we come back in here, we come back in here, and we come back in here. So for some reason, we're not moving to here. So we're in can change. Let's see, where's that can change method? Can change. All right, so let's go here. Okay, so Current state is daily initialized. Desired state is gameplay ready. So this is the state, and it says, yep, you can change state. But yet, it is not. Hungry. Now says, can you change? Hmm? Okay, so, okay, that's a little odd. Let's go walk this without the debugger for a minute. Um, because from here, it keeps on coming back in. So if we look at, just close that. If we look at this, and okay, so let's go take a look at add pawn data component. In add pawn data components, we go blah 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 blah, and it doesn't do anything there. So when it comes out of a second, I just want to kind of blah blah blah. Change, must change there. Okay, so let's do that. Let's save this time so that I don't have to remember to fix it again the next time. Okay, we're just going to run through the experience. Okay, super possessed by add, change, handle, at the start of beta not equal null, initialize parent state. Oh my. Okay, we don't have input, but we have a loaded pawn. Hallelujah. I feel like that's a significant victory for Stack Overflow. Stack Overflow for the win. Yes, yes. All right. Well, I don't suppose anyone has any great ideas about why the mover component is still not initializing, but that looks a little bit like a clown from the back. But having said that, we have a character spawning on the screen. That's a hell of a thing. Oh, shove it. My camera speed is still set to insanity. Just so you know, that's camera speed setting. The reason for the camera speed settings being set to insanity is because I have a open world map that I'm working on, and that's very big to move through. It's actually very cute character from the asset store. Well, I don't have movement yet. The mover component isn't initializing correctly, but at least we are here. This is a step in the right direction, I feel. So I am going to call that a win. And that, but now let's see if it at least doesn't crash my editor. Errors reported while playing in error editor. Okay, so create widget called with an old class. Okay, why is there a create widget? I don't know why there's a create widget being called, but we'll get to that. I'm excited by the fact that we managed to at least get through one bug tonight. That's a big plus. Should we do that? Look at that. I feel energized from my one bug fix. Took an hour and 15 minutes to fix one bug. Actually, it took a lot longer, but an hour and 15 minutes of focus looking at it today. So, thank you very much for joining me on this journey, and hope to see everybody next week. We will continue to fight with C++. Maybe next week we'll actually have movement working. I'm feeling a lot better because I actually have a working or a loading editor window with my current game mode and the experience system and the game initialization framework running. So there's progress. Always a good thing to have progress. Thank you very much. Like, follow, subscribe, all that jazz. I don't really care. No, I do care. But right now I'm just happy that we're here.